Hi, my name is Lauren Schetne, and this is my screencast for the dedicated instructional designer position at Instructure. So I have decided to highlight a high school life sciences course that I have created for our Excelsior client over at Instructure. My role in this project, I worked as the content developer and instructional designer. And apart from some early help with an instructional designer at the beginning, I largely developed this course on my own. I was provided a template so that I could make sure that my courses looked very similar to the other courses that we were developing within this project. And I was also provided a style guide from my manager. And at the beginning of the project, I did work with an ID, and she helped me to learn how to input things into Canvas, how to do basic HTML. But pretty quickly from there, I did this on my own. So from my homepage, I've designed just a welcome banner and some button links for students to more easily navigate the course. Students can either push start here, which will bring them to the very first module of the course, and they can scroll through the entire course however they like, or they can use these more directed links to get to specific modules within each quarter. So specifically, I want to highlight quarter 2, week 2, and this is their Mendelian genetics lesson. So all of my modules follow this similar outline where students know exactly what quarter and what week they are in. And all of each week is provided with an overview lesson, a wrap-up lesson, and then there are 4 sub lessons for each day in that module as well. The overview basically just tells students what they'll be learning that week. It also provides for me, the NGSS learning objective that the module is aligned to, so that instructors know what learning objective is being met from this lesson. And then students also have key vocabulary terms that they can use these drop-down arrows to see the definitions, and they're asked to copy these into their notebook. In terms of what lessons look like, I try to do a couple of different types of lessons. So in this first one that I'm going to show you, all of my lessons follow a very similar template in that students are always given a checklist so they know how long reading will take, they know what assignment they need to complete. That assignment's usually also is always linked. And they also have lesson specific vocabulary, so there might be a couple of more terms that are added here that were not in the key vocabulary list but are needed just for that lesson. And then students are also always given lesson specific learning objectives, so they always know what they should be able to do by the end of each sub lesson. I like to break up my reading with figures and practice questions. So you can see in this lesson specifically, I've asked students to stop and actually practice how to calculate ratios or to think about what they've just read, and they can check their work by clicking on these solution check drop-down arrows. And then this lesson also has a video, again, to just kind of break up the reading and allow them to learn material in a different way. Another lesson that I want to highlight is this lesson 2.2, because in this lesson, I've designed a lot of the digital assets that you see. So for example, I couldn't find an open source figure that I liked that allowed me to easily explain how gametes and alleles are created or separated and how gametes are created. And so these figures here I developed myself, and it just allowed me to kind of break down the concept in a more easier to understand way. And then students are also using these images to help them with practice problems that they have here. So they can check their work, they can get hints and work through these practice problems. I also have a variety of assignments. Some assignments ask students to create a little presentation. Others are knowledge checks, which are just basically quick temperature gauges of, did you read the material and do you get it? And I try to also have a variety of questions here. They have drop-down questions, fill in the blank, multiple choice, and actually answering as a whole number. But that is just kind of a quick overview of my course. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully I get to talk to you more about my skills and experience. Thank you.